Hi, everybody. Rachel T here with your update for this evening. And the biggest news to come out of the news today, obviously, is the student loan forgiveness that President Biden announced a little bit earlier today. And this could impact so many people. Joanne announced that it will impact up to $10,000 in federal student loans for borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year. He also said that Pell Grant recipients who make up the majority of borrowers will be eligible for an additional 10,000 for a total of 20,000 in debt relief. That's 20,000 if you had a Pell Grant. The president is also extending the payment pause on federal student loans for the last time through December 31st, previously set to expire on August 31st. So you can qualify for this debt forgiveness based on your income in either the 2020 or the 2021 tax year. You'll still need to fill out an application with the Education Department, who will make those forms available in the coming weeks. We actually have a really interesting in-depth interview that I actually just finished doing, talking about kind of what the holdups might be on this. Also, we have interviews with people for both for and against this announcement today, what this could mean for people here in the Capital Region. That's coming up at 9 o'clock. We're also following staffing shortages at the YMCA, the Capital District YMCA, putting out a warning this afternoon. They're facing childcare crisis. There's just not enough staff to run all of its before and after school care. The Y is missing about half of their staff across the region, and they hope to hire about 140 people before the school year starts. Their services care for about 1,400 kids in 14 different school districts. So tonight you're going to hear from parents who rely on the YMCA for that care, and they're not exactly quite sure what they're going to do if they can't fill those spots. That's also coming up at 9 and 11 tonight. Also, a story that you're going to see only on 13. It's actually a follow-up to a story about a woman being mauled by two dogs at an animal shelter, and she's speaking to us for the first time today. This was less than 2 days ago when she was attacked by those yellow lab mixes that you see right there at the Humane Society. Marissa Crispin is her name, and she was attacked. They weighed almost 190 pounds together. She told us that in that moment, she thought that she wasn't going to make it.
It crossed my mind, and I just kept saying, this is not how I go. This is not it.
Well, she said obviously this is a really traumatic time for her, and they're talking about quarantining these dogs right now. They're out of sight, which is a law from New York, and she's worked at this shelter for more than half her life. She's well trained in handling misbehaving animals, and so she's really just dealing with the emotional fallout of what all of this means, but she says she's not going to let this deter her from taking care of animals in the future. Reed Kisselback here, who is following the weather, obviously, as you do. And we saw some storms a little bit earlier this week, but Traverse Weekend is this weekend, and I believe we're going to see a lot of sun.
Yeah, it looks actually really promising for the weekend. And again, that's just been the trend for our summer for us. We've had really nice weekends, which works out really well for people not like me who work the weekends. But during the week, we get all the rain. That's when I'm off. So that's great. Right. Good for everybody else. It's looking pretty promising again for this weekend. So that's a good sign. A couple spotty showers that we saw today, not nearly as bad as what we saw the other day. And so we'll take a look at the CPHV first morning cam in Albany. A mix of sun and clouds is what we've really been seeing this evening. And we'll show you the Doppler radar. And you can see right over our region, there are a few spotty showers. We have just the right conditions where we get a pop-up shower here or there. I know I got caught in one of them earlier this afternoon, and it was very spotty. It was almost as if it was a light sprinkle for a couple minutes. So it's not too bad. The heavier ones have since broken apart or cleared out of our region, and that trend continues into the overnight period. High pressure is going to set itself up with mostly clear skies, and whenever we have that, we're going to see the temperatures drop pretty fast overnight. So overnight lows look to drop down near the low 60s, a lot of spots down into the 50s for our overnight lows. Patchy fog will develop too because the dew point values will be pretty close to the actual temperature first thing in the morning. So if you're getting out early morning commute, watch for some patchy fog. But besides that, the day tomorrow is actually looking pretty great. We have a lot of sunshine starting out with temperatures near the mid 60s. we'll see them climb to around 80 by noontime, and then as you're heading home, into the low to mid 80s across the region. So great day to be poolside, great day to just be out and about enjoying the summer like weather tonight. 63, it's mostly clear and calm for the day tomorrow. It's mostly sunny, it's warm, it's still a little bit muggy. The dew point value is sitting right near 60 degrees, but overall a little bit less humid than it's been over the past few days, a high of 86. And then the 7-day planner is showing that we have a cold front that comes through on Friday. It'll give us a really nice start to the weekend on Saturday, a lot of sunshine, a high of 82. Sunday, partly sunny, a high of 86. And then still a little bit of a summer-like feel as we get towards the start of next week, Tuesday, up to 88 degrees. But with that, we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms too.
All right. And I love this 80s, especially for Travers. I have not been to the track yet. That'll be my first day going to the track on Travers Saturday. My folks are coming to visit. So
It'll be a good race. It'll be a
it's a
good one.
good race. We're going to go all out with the fascinators and everything. So
That'll be fun.
very excited about it. Our last story of the day is something that Jonathan Hunter covered a little bit earlier today. And, there's those age kind of limits, right? You have 15, you have your driver's permit. 16, you have your driver's license. 18, you're legally an adult. 21, you get to drink. 21 also is when you can buy whipped cream, apparently, now, which I was surprised to see this. When I first saw the photo that we put on Facebook of the whipped cream, you can't buy whipped cream from Stewart's unless you're 21. They were like letting people know. I thought it was a meme. Like, I didn't think it was real.
It doesn't make sense very much.
It doesn't make sense. But then I saw we posted it. And I was like, okay, what is the story here? And it's because people are using the gas inside the can to get high. It's just
Don't whipped cream
don't
for
win
me,
the whipped
people.
cream for us. Come on. This is the photo that they showed just a second
That was
ago. But you can't buy whipped cream. So actually, this law actually went into effect last November, but it hasn't necessarily been heavily enforced at places. And so people don't necessarily know about it. Many employees that Jonathan talked to today said that they weren't even aware of it. So this is obviously a new thing. And this goes into effect because of nitrous oxide. It's also known as laughing gas, which you could use at the dentist's office. So if you use them properly, I guess I'm not sure how they do it. I don't know, but I guess they tip it in a certain way so they only get the gas and not the whipped cream. And then they're like snorting the laughing gas out of the whipped cream cans.
So sad.
So you got to be 21.
Now I can be carded as I bring up my beer and whipped cream.
Yep. Or just your whipped cream or just your beer. 21 for alcohol and whipped cream. So there you go, folks. If you're heading out to have Sundays tonight, bring your ID because you're going to need it for the whipped cream. But we obviously covered a lot tonight. In addition to this whipped cream nonsense, student loan forgiveness is a big story today, up to $10,000 for people who qualify, $20,000 if you are a Pell Grant recipient. A lot of questions surrounding that still. We're going to dig into that in depth at 9 o'clock. Staffing shortages for YMCA for kids. It's just parents are really concerned and confused about what they're going to do if they can't hire enough people. And then this dog attack where this woman is recovering. We brought you that story first a couple days ago, speaking to us for the first time, just talking about how much this impacted her and what is next for her. You're going to hear more from her at 9 and 11 o'clock as well. In the meantime, have a wonderful evening and we'll see you later tonight.